things dey happen for dis our country normally everyday. Like I don like God help us. When my sister-in-law was narrating dis story, fear gripped my entire body. Like honestly, after hearing dis, my mind immediately went to my father. So guys, my father owns a large farm where he cultivates food crops. Every farming season, he hires workers to help him with planting. Farming has been part of his life for many years. So recently, my sister-in-law called my elder sister with a serious concern. She begged her to speak to my father about one particular farm he still visits regularly. The farm is located in a very remote area, surrounded by thick bushes and isolated parts. According to her, that area has become increasingly dangerous because of the repeated attacks by the armed herdsmen. There have been reports of farmers being attacked, injured, slaughtered, and killed after confronting people who entered their farms with cows. So over time, many people in that community have stopped going to their farm altogether. Some elderly parents whose children are financially comfortable are no longer allowed by their families, by their children to farm in those areas. But the sad thing is that you know how old people behave now. They find it difficult to stay away because some of them, farming is more than a source of income. Like it's part of their identity. It keeps them active. So asking them to stop going to farm can feel like asking them to stop living the life they have known for decades. And my dad is exactly like that. Because of an incident that happened to one of her church members, my sister-in-law became even more worried. Honestly, the story left me shaking. According to her, one of the church members recently went to his farm and arrived only to find cows grazing freely on the crops he had labored for months to grow. Just imagine that for a moment. Imagine waking up every day, walking under the scorching sun, spending your hard-earned money on planting, only to arrive and see your efforts being destroyed before your eyes. Anyone would be upset. So these herders responsible for this thing, they were also naturally there. The man became angry. He was so upset. Then fights broke out. He started fighting with those herders. And by the grace of God, the man managed to defend himself. And the herders ran away. They fled. He returned home alive. Then on Sunday, he came to church to testify. You know, he was narrating the whole thing that happened to him, and thank God for preserving his life. The church rejoiced with him. The pastor rejoiced with him. Everybody was happy that what could have ended in tragedy has ended in victory. But after the Thanksgiving, the pastor gave him a piece of advice. The pastor told him that since dangerous people had already found their way into that area, it would be wise to stay away from that farm for a while. Focus on your other business. Pastor advised. Your life is more important. The church members agreed. Excuse me. His wife agreed. His family agreed. Everyone felt the same way. The man appeared to agree as well. But sadly, that was not the end of the story. The very next day, which is Monday morning, this man got up and headed back to that same farm, the same farm. His wife begged him not to go. His children pleaded with him. The man said the man was determined. Maybe like he was even telling the wife, according to the wife, that nothing will happen to you. You know how men behave. That was how this man went to the farm. But unfortunately, the herdsmen were already waiting for him. That was how this man arrived at the farm and met his death. Like these people reportedly attacked him. Like they brutally killed this man. As in they cut the body into pieces. And after doing that, do you know the next thing that they did? After carrying out this attack, they allegedly informed someone in the community to notify the family that so person's man's remains were lying in the farm. Just imagine that. The man who was in church on Sunday, thanking God for preserving his life, was gone less than 24 hours later. Everybody was shocked. The youths were shocked, and they rushed to the farm. When they got there, they were met with a heartbreaking sight. Now, like the man was butchered like an animal. The entire community was left heartbroken. Some suggested that maybe perhaps spiritual forces were involved, and that the attackers may have somehow influenced him to return despite all the warning. Like maybe they invoke his spirit or something. Honestly, I don't even know what to believe. But please, guys, be very, very careful. If you have elderly parents, warn them. They should be careful too. When my sister-in-law was narrating this, I immediately thought of my own father. Oh my God. And then again, I came online and saw the heartbreaking news about school children and teachers who were recently kidnapped. God, what is going on in this country? Honestly, it weakened me. It made me deeply sad for this country we find ourselves in. My heart genuinely aches for those families. Imagine sending your child to school and then receiving news that they have been kidnapped. Imagine the fear, imagine the sleepless nights. Honestly, as a nation, these are the things that should concern all of us. I sincerely sympathize with every victim and every family affected by these tragedies. I pray that our government swing into action and make every possible effort to bring those children and their teachers back home safely to their loved ones. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and engaging, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.